World trade increased by 20% due to expansion into new markets, therefore creating new opportunities for the manipulation of trade activities by organized crime groups, professional money launderers, and terrorist financiers. Hello, my name is Garima Chaudhary, and in this video I'll be discussing on why I think trade-based money laundering remains hardest type of money laundering to detect and how innovative technologies can help. As for Financial Action Task Force FATF, trade-based money laundering, also known as TBML, is the process of disguising the proceeds of crime and moving through the use of trade transaction in an attempt to legitimize their illegal origin or finance their activities. So the goal of trade-based money laundering is to move funds, not goods. Typical TBML methods or red flags include over and under invoicing of goods and services, multiple billing of goods and services, fictitious trades, the use of shell companies, the investment of incriminated cash in high-priced goods such as jewelry, watches, gold, real estate, art. Further complexity can be added by using third-party intermediaries in multiple jurisdictions to disrupt law enforcement or financial institutions monitoring, may leverage an existing company struggling with cash flow problem. They buy their way in as a silent partner and use the business and its supply chain contacts to launder the proceeds of crime. There are three primary reasons on why trade-based money laundering remains the hardest type of money laundering to detect. Number one, unstandardized and paper-based documentation. Because TBML involves international trade, the documentation is still mostly paper-based, often in various languages and formats, meaning the verification will likely to be done manually by the financial institutions. This requires financial institutions to devote additional time and resources, including hiring highly qualified staff, what may be more difficult for smaller institutions with more limited compliance budget. Number two, limited role and oversight. Financial institutions have a reduced role, meaning less oversight than for the documentary collection process. Financial institutions can struggle to accurately or consistently assess the legitimacy of the customer's operations, whether through automated or manual transaction monitoring, creating a disconnect between the movement of the underlying trade and the money used to finance it. Number three, inability to verify information. Challenge faced by financial institutions is the verification of information provided by their customers. When a lack of public registry can present difficulties for the financial institutions trying to verify an address, income, or other client-related data. There are 5 ways I think innovative technologies can help fight trade-based money laundering. Number one, OCR to digitize documents. Due to the use of physical documents throughout transaction cycle and across stakeholders, using optical character recognition or optical character reader, OCR, to read unstructured, even handwritten instructions will complement the set of data to be evaluated further in the process of monitoring trade-based money laundering. Number two, by bringing contextual information. Financial institutions have limited oversight over the activities. Therefore, it is key to bring contextual information, both internal and external, together. Internal data should contain client profile, earlier activities, trades, including the recently digitized documents. Number three, entity resolution on graph. Because trade-related transactions are often complex and multi-jurisdictional, innovative solutions such as entity resolution using graph analytics can be particularly helpful in trade-based money laundering related analysis. Entity resolution can be used not to analyze large data set, but also fill in missing links in existing network. For example, identifying unknown criminal network based on criminal networks, and pinpointing interaction that indicated fictitious trade activities. Connecting billions of data points through entity resolution provides 360-degree insights on the global scale, enabling a greater understanding of trade relationship and supply chain. Number 4, machine learning for risk indicator monitoring. Machine learning models can help detect irregularities on cross-border transactions, including those allegedly for goods and trades, and or identify suspicious parties potentially related to previously identified money laundering networks or money laundering activities. Additional red flags can leverage information on flow of goods and flow of funds to initially identify anomalies or to sustain questionable variance and report on suspicious trade related to transactions. Furthermore, underlying engineered features can be extended to consider external data such as company registry to detect red flags such as rapid growth of newly formed companies into existing market, unnecessary complicated and complex supply chains involving multiple transshipments. And number 5, investigation and natural language processing documentation. Organizations can leverage powerful graph analytics to connect the dots between internal and external data, providing a holistic representation of networks that uncovers hidden pattern for investigation. Investigators can click through entities and their connection, represented as nodes on the graph model, to analyze networks and suspicious activities. By having integration with third-party data providers, investigators can uncover TVML schemes that consist of many fund companies with the fund transmitted between several banks, can help to identify potential TVML schemes based on the analysis of the whole chain, and in many cases limits their ability to detect discrepancies in supplementary documentation and customer profiles. Leveraging investigation outcomes, natural language processing NLP can generate automatic case narratives, eliminating the manual component, reducing investigation time and avoiding human errors. So these were the reasons why I think trade-based money laundering remains the hardest to detect, and how innovative technologies such as graph, machine learning and AI can help. Let me know what you think, why this remains hardest to detect, and what additional solutions or ideas you may have. Thank you.